Young L on the beat.
That's why they put it out in the public domain, to confuse you. So these are actually levels of initiation. The reluctant one, the one who say, fuck them, they not gonna listen. Fuck them, they not gonna listen. Then when you get done going through your afflictions of Job, they call that the dark night of the soul. Look it up. St. John Assisi wrote about it and talked about it. And I think it was another one, I can't think of his name right now. I'll put it in the reference at the end of the video or I'll say it when it comes to me. Anyway, the dark night of the soul is when all the worst shit, Murphy's Law, is in your life. Everything that can go wrong will. Now, there's a reason for that too, but that's another video as well. So the dark night of the soul is the 3 days and 3 nights that Jonah spent in the belly of the beast. Now, they told us that Christ was 3 days in the tomb, and that's what that was. That's not true. You can't add 3 days from Friday to Saturday. I don't care if you cut the days into 12-hour blocks. You can't add 3 days from Friday to Saturday to Sunday morning. That's 2 days. Sunset Friday, all day Saturday, sunrise Sunday. That ain't even a whole 2 days. What they talking about? That's not the sign of Jonah. He wasn't in the tomb for 3 days. The sign of Jonah is the reluctant prophet. The one who tell y'all, I don't want to tell y'all shit because y'all not listening. That's the reluctant one. The one that sat back and watched everything go crazy while everybody is going crazy, saying, why they don't just do this? But fuck them, I ain't going to tell them. They got it all figured out already. They don't need my help. So I sit back and watch. Now it's at the point where mama said, okay, baby, you go ahead and you tell them. Tell them. I said, mama, they ain't going to listen. She said, that ain't your job. Your job ain't for them to make them listen. Your job is to give them the message. So here's the message. In this era, going into the age of Aquarius, we are actually and factually writing a new program for existence. Now, these new programs come in glyph form, or what they call sacred geometry. So you'll find children and women especially that cannot stop drawing snowflakes, funny looking symbols, and they don't know what it is. All right, so this is what they call the convergence. It's all coming together now into a single point. Now, at some point in the next probably 2 years, everybody will be on the same page to get rid of the evil except the evil ones. And sometime within that less than 2 years. Because mind you, for me to be able and allowed to tell y'all what I'm telling y'all now, y'all don't have to wait for the Christ no more. We just got to clean the house. I can't clean the house when you have those in the positions that need to go get the house cleaning supplies and bring them to me to clean the house. They don't want to listen. All right? So the house can't get clean. But I'm going to tell y'all this. If the house don't get clean, we got to start over. And we won't be the chosen ones next time. We got to start over. And we won't be the chosen ones next time. We will be replaced with a whole nother species. So, as the late, great Stokely Carmichael would say, seize, oh no, that wasn't Stokely, was that H. Rap Brown? Seize the time is now. The time is now, it's here. So we got two options. We can sit around, don't do nothing, and die like the rest of them with the wicked. Now, our death with the wicked will not be because we wicked. It was because we was refused to push the fear aside and embrace the entire Holy Spirit and the entire will of the divine within the self. Don't got nothing to do with nothing external, because all that shit is a hologram. That shit ain't real. Everything real is 19 dimensions internally, inside you. That's the real shit. That's why everything that they compel you to do requires you to look outside yourself. They don't want you looking inside yourself, because you're going to see some shit in there that's going to wake you the fuck up on a level you didn't expect. When I was a little boy, my mama said, if you pray for anything, baby, pray for wisdom, because you're going to need it. I told my father, I said, you know, mama told me when I was a little boy, pray for wisdom. I hate she ever told me that. That's some hard shit to deal with when you get it, because now you can see shit that can't nobody else see. You isolate it. When you get around people, they get scared because, as Osho said, a wise man is a fire, alive. And people don't really understand what it is because the naked eye can't see the soul fire unless it's trained. And so, in the liberation of the leaders has to be a collective of oppressed people's leaders that are in positions of exile, which brings me to the conclusion is Asada Shakur. There's no way you can give a lecture on oppressed and abused leadership without addressing Asada Shakur. This woman, everybody blow kisses to that sister. If she was standing in front of me right now, I'd probably bow down and kiss her feet. For real. And this is why. Asada Shakur stood up like Afeni did. I can't leave her out, but I'm not dealing with Afeni right now because I got to deal with her son in another video, and I can't deal with that right now because that's going to get me off topic. Asada Shakur have the absolute birthright to walk in North America unmolested by any form of law enforcement. Period. She didn't do nothing. There was a hit. It was a hit on the Black Liberation Army and a couple members of the Panther. They got who they was going to get. They was going to get the driver. It was a hit. She survived the hit. They didn't expect her to survive. It was a hit. Then what they do to the sister? They locked a sister, a woman, a female in an all-men's prison. What the fuck kind of shit is that? I was locked up with a hermaphrodite and seeing what happened. A person that had both genitalia. So, for them to put her in a men's prison, they was literally throwing her to the fucking wolves. Dead wrong. So, anybody know the governor of New Jersey, who that rotten son bitch might be right now? Because every governor that had been in office since that woman survived that mercenary attack that did not sign her pardon, This is directly from the Christ. They will burn in eternity, literally. And that ain't even hell. Hell is not burning in eternity. Hell is being under Hellenistic rule. The eternal flame is the wickedness being consumed by itself without being allowed to be put out, because it will be flamed with all wickedness from all four corners of the universe. It will all be fed so that the flame of wickedness can all be consumed in the same eternal flame of wickedness. That does not have anything to do with humans. That don't got nothing to do with humans, normally. But those ones who hold positions of power are held to a higher standard than a regular person. So their responsibility is to uphold correct justice, right. Fuck what you who that is with that money over there. He telling you to do some wicked shit. That money don't mean nothing. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and you have that. That money don't mean nothing. All of the money is generated through your effort. So if the money is generated through your effort, all you got to do is stop doing. Just go home and everybody go home. Everybody go home and sit down. These motherfuckers will grovel at your feet because they stealing your energy, and they showing it to you in your face in the form of what they call currency. That's another video. I'm not going to get too deep into that. So everybody know this. Assata Shakur is right now the reigning queen of Amur Inca. Ever since the demise of Aretha Franklin, who was y'all queen, but she never crowned a king. Go look at her funeral again. They didn't want you to know. Go back and study Aretha Franklin's history. How long they been calling this woman the queen? There's a whole lot of other women that sing better than Aretha. They didn't call them the queen. Mahalia Jackson, they didn't call her the queen. So they tried to tell you that her queen title was attached to her music career and called her the queen of soul. Soul ain't got shit to do with no fucking music. Nothing. Soul has nothing to do with music. So the Queen Aretha surrendered her crown when they passed from the colors of the coffin. That's the sun setting of the gold coffin, the moon rising or the lunar rising in the silver coffin. That means that she surrendered her power to another queen. This is a feminine matriarchal coronation. Y'all don't even know y'all history. A feminine matriarchal coronation. Now, who is most qualified to carry the crown? Now, this would have to be a woman. Now, they got a lot of contenders. I could bring up Camille Cosby. I could bring up Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett is probably, she's younger, she's old enough, but she's probably not involved enough in other aspects to be classified as the queen, like in certain family stuff that they got to do. But then there's actual other queens running around. Y'all don't know them. And y'all don't know their status. They just tribal queens. Any tribal queen can rise to the power of national queendom. Any one of them. However, because of all of that shit that these people did to keep Assata away from the crown, all of the shit they did when Aretha laid down and passed the gold coffin and went to rest in the silver coffin, when she set the sun on her queendom, then from the moon, the reflection of the moon has to discover the next queen. I'm telling y'all who it is. Ain't nobody gonna believe me till I prove it, but I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all flat out. Assata Shakur right now is a diplomatic status in America. Any law enforcement see her need to be on security for her. She do no longer need to be in exile. Assata Shakur is the current queen in Amur Inca. How do I know this? The movie Panther told it. Who did they get to play the mother? Now, normally, I would tell y'all that that was a Finny. There's only one reason why that's not a Finny. Only reason that's not Afeni because Afeni not here right now. That's the only reason. But look at the title or the name of the woman who played the mother. Her name is Angela Bassett. In English, that's a Latin term, Angela Bassett. Angela or Angelo means messenger. And Basset or Bast, that's the cat goddess of Egypt. So now, what was they telling us about this whole situation with the panther? On Earth, if you don't know the rule of the passport to power on Earth, this is it. There is no king who is not crowned by a queen on Earth. Earth is Mother Earth. It's feminine. And Earth totality, meaning the whole 6 sextillion tons of Earth, whether it's flat, round, or hollow, don't matter. The whole thing, if a global ruler is to be crowned, they have to be crowned in the Afar Inca. And the reason being is the Holy Land is in Afar Inca. It was in ancient times called the Absu. Them people in the Middle East imposters, and that's not the Holy Land. The people in the Middle East who say they Jews are imposters, and that's not the Holy Land. They imposters. That's not the Holy Land. How do I know this? Revelations 2, 9 and 10. Revelations 3, 9 and 10. I know the works and tribulations of those who say that we are Jews and are not, but the synagogue of Satan. Another verse say, I know the works and tribulations of those who say that we are Jews and they conceal the fact that they're rich. Synagogue of Satan. Think, people. Synagogue of Satan. They ain't the chosen one. They chosen, but they ain't chosen by us. For us. They ain't got nothing to do with us. So, probably about a month and a half, my instructions to be to the Islamic community or the Islamic people to restore the caliphate. That's what I was told to tell them. Restore the fucking caliphate. You ain't got no voice. Without the caliphate, y'all go the way of the wicked. You need the caliphate in order to correct the doctrine. Because they lied. And they mixed shit up to confuse you. Only thing they kept right was the cultural adherences of Islam. The underlying doctrine, they tricked you. So you need your caliphate to assemble your sheikhs so that y'all can fix it. There's imposters in there pretending to be sheikhs and imam. They not. We need our leaders back. The real ones, not the imposters. So if anybody know what it means to be left without a leader, be in a house where a strong parent dies and watch how people fall apart. Then you understand why you need your leadership. It's not that we can't eventually all become leaders on our own, because we will become leaders on our own. We become leaders of ourselves, our Christ-conscious self, our fully awakened self. But in order to become that realized within the self, you need an external example. You need somebody that go through everything you go through every day. Bad relationships and good relationships. Good friends and bad friends. They get crossed out and they get lifted up. They fall down, scrape their knee and put a band-aid on it just like you. You need to see that person go through all the same shit you do, but one thing on his mind. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things shall be added unto you. So if you ain't in pursuit of the kingdom of heaven, you're wasting your time, because that's the only way out. It's the only way out. And the kingdom is within the self. 19 internal dimensions. You won't reach all 19 from the third dimension fixed position reality. But the internal self, all of those leaders need a delegate. If you consider yourself having a political prisoner as a leader or a support to a political prisoner, he needs a delegate for a congressional address of grievance under the Second Amendment. The right to address grievances to Congress. So we can liberate All our leaders. But we have to do it collectively. We can't do the divide and conquer shit no more. That shit got to be in the history books. They use that shit to keep us oppressed and fighting against our own progress of self. I'm not really worried because the struggle itself made all of us stronger. And when y'all start remembering y'all past lives and what they did to y'all, y'all gonna be sick. Y'all gonna be sick. But it's gonna come. And they call this total recall, and they made mockery of it in pop culture. All right, so we understand that, one, there are leaders that we have that we chose. Didn't nobody choose them for us. They was taken from us through a system known as Hellenism. From this system of Hellenism, they gave us impostors and put them on the throne. The few actual leaders they have, that we actually have, they're trying to tear them down as we speak. Now, the vehicle I was told to use is the Nation of Islam, MGT, GCC, my guerrilla team, General Civilization Call, classes. Now, I was told to use this vehicle, but I can't force nobody to let me in. I can only make it known that if I get that vehicle, I'm going to make 3 calls. Well, I'm not going to make them because that's not my job. But I'm going to tell the people whose job it is the call they have to make. 3 calls and the devil going to buckle. He going to buckle. His knees going to buckle. The whole weight of the world going to collapse on his shoulders in 3 fucking moves. I ain't got to shoot nobody. I ain't got to blow shit up. Nothing. All I got to do is 3 things. I got to do 1 for the Father. I got to do 1 for the Mother, the Holy Ghost, and I got to do 1 for the Son, S-U-N, which would in turn end up being self, but it's not selfishly self. It's Christ conscious, which self includes everybody that's watching and that's not watching. We all in this together, and it's going to take all us that want to get out to get out. And the ones that don't want to get out, they can lay down and die, and they can go on and try it on where in some other reality. This one, we ain't buying it. It's over. It's over. So all of the leaders that's out and available that's not supporting the ones that's in, those are the ones that's imposters. Automatically. You know them. Now, I'm going to do a address for each religion and tell them who they fucking can trust in their religion. Christians, Muslims, Hebrew Israelites, it don't matter. I'm going to tell you who the fuck you can trust. And then I'm going to tell them who they need to go to in order to get the misinformation corrected. Right? So, that being said, it's about time to wrap it up. I didn't get to review any other questions because I wanted to make sure I got this as out as possible. And as try to stay as much on topic because I got so much stuff to tell y'all. I can't tell y'all everything in one sitting or we will be here for literally a year. And I would fall out from exhaustion because the physical body can't handle what the spiritual body can put out at this particular point. So Jesus gave him water, but it wasn't in the well. Elixir of life. Once you get that, then the body can keep up with the spirit and you won't need sleep no more. All right? So the liberation of the leaders is in the hands of the people. And until the leaders is liberated, the oppressor will not relent his assault. Remember that. And we going to march to freedom with everybody who want it. Anybody who think they good, where they at, you think your life's straight, and you don't see what they want to do to you, when the convergence, once it become a divergent, because it's going to happen, it got to separate. The wheat got to be separated from the chaff. You go the way of the chaff, and you can continue doing this shit, and then you're going to get to see what all of us escape when we have what they call paradise on earth. When heaven comes to earth, they tell you in Revelation, Crystal City gonna land, and the Christ gonna be there, gonna be your God on earth, and gonna reign forever and ever on earth. Not in the sky, not raptured up, taken away, because the motherfuckers is gonna get taken away. Well, they be on the West Bank because I got to pull all of the righteous out of the West Bank for a reason. I believe that reason is that all of those ones who say they Jews, they peoples is coming back to get them the fuck out of here so that I don't lose my fucking cool and annihilate us all. Because I've been given that authority from, the Hindus say, Lord Shiva himself. And Lord Shiva only move when the dark goddess Kali tell him to. Pay attention. Kali Yoga. Look it up. If the goddess Kali don't tell Shiva to give the order, he won't pull the fucking trigger. That means peaceful transition. If the Christ say, fuck him, that's so goddamn hard I can't see it ever happening. That level of love can't just condemn y'all. I ain't even think that shit was real. That level of love can't condemn you. So, what was my instructions? Find a way out for as many people that want out. I found it. Judge not that ye may not be judged, but for the same measure by which you judge, by that measure also shall you be judged. Breach the contract, bitch. Y'all breached the contract, the treaty. Which one? All of them. Show me one you didn't breach. You breached them all. You breached them all. Breach the contract. Pay up. I'm coming to collect. All right, now. The other one is, what about all them people that was deceived into wickedness? Deception. Duress doctrine. Look it up. In law. Duress. If I put a gun to your child head and say, you go kill my wife, or I'm going to kill your child and you go kill my wife, and they find out what happened, you ain't going to jail. I am. Duress. You did it under duress. You done it because the circumstance was so extraordinary and you felt there was no other avenue but then to kill my wife or lose your son. So you ain't losing your son. Period. And you don't know my wife. So you're going to do what the fuck I say. So now, the duress doctrine is your liberation for those deceived in the wickedness. The breach of contract is your doctrine of relief, according to what it says. Judge not, ye may not be judged. But by the same measure by which you judge is by that measure that you're going to be judged. Okay? So it's duress doctrine will, mama's judgment, when she put that fucking feather on the scale, and she asked me to recite your wrongdoings, when she asked me for the information, and I report her to the information, and then she says, is there any exemptions? And I say, this one falls under the duress doctrine and the breach of contract. So when mama say, okay, baby, you did your due diligence, and you got tricked, so we're going to send you over here to get re-educated so that you don't get tricked the next time, and you don't fall for that devil bullshit. Now, I'm going to cuss like a sailor, but mama's a saint. I ain't the saint. I'm the one that came to tear this motherfucker up if they don't act right. Remember that. I'm not the saint. I didn't come to bring peace. I came to bring a motherfucking sword. I came to tear this motherfucker up if they don't act right. Y'all got to remember that. That's why I'm not going to take any positions of power. It's the reason I'm not. Because these motherfuckers hurting these babies and these women, I'm going to fuck them up. That's not my job. She told me to find y'all a way out. I'm telling y'all the way out. Duress doctrine, those who was deceived in the wickedness. Duress doctrine liberates you because the devil becomes liable for the deception under duress. Breach of contract, the devil becomes liable for all of the lies that he told and the treaties he broke. This will be enforced under the ancient right of kings. Y'all ain't gonna never see this document because they don't want you to, but it's written in my DNA. The duress doctrine is gonna liberate those who was deceived. The breach of contract is gonna get y'all all y'all lost wages. They've been telling you you working for $12 and $20 an hour. Ever since 1933, everybody in America, black, white, or indifferent, immigrant or not, anybody that got a social security number, They have been working for a minimum of $1,000 an hour. Your wages have been kept from you by deception. I'm here to collect. Remember that. Your wages have been kept from you by deception. Breach of contract. Duress. They can't do that in the free will universe. They have to tell you everything they're doing to you, and anytime they don't, breach of contract, duress. You exempt. They got to pay up. All right? So, we here, and I ain't come by myself. Now, the motherfuckers I've been given permission to call, you got to go to the Bible, and it said, angel of the Lord, excuse me, y'all. The angel of the Lord in one night slew 10,000 soldiers. Look it up, it's in the Bible. One of them. In one night, this motherfucker killed 10,000 motherfuckers. In one night. Now, the forces of heaven, what do they look like? I got 60,000 of them on hand, but that ain't it. You see, this whole time we've been here, we've been getting help from Pleiadians, Arcturians, Astar Command, Procyonians, the Dogon, Amo, Namo. They the ones gave us the cannabis to crack that crust off your pineal gland. That's why they just now starting to make this stuff legal. They made it illegal because they knew that stuff will the THC will decalcify your pineal gland and open your inner sight. The best form to use it is actually in an oil form, but smoking it, it don't matter. Because your gigai, your physical form, any Shinigami will tell you, your physical form, you can step outside of it when you fully realize and be a whole light being and relay any information to it. You are a star trapped in a physical body by a wicked motherfucker who felt if he used that star energy to fuel that body, he can work that motherfucker 1,000 years. So what did I do? I shortened the sheave on the DNA. I shortened the sheave on the DNA. It used to be completely covered with the sheave. Now, how do you know the sheave is not facilitating 1,000 years? Go look up genetics. Go look up geriatrics. Look up the research of Dr. Cynthia Kenyon out of UCLA Berkeley. She gonna tell you that aging is a hormone called the human aging hormone. They don't tell you that. She will also tell you that the side effect of that hormone blocking that receptor is to shrink the sheave on the DNA. That's why you don't live 1,000 years no more. And I can't fix that shit. Mama gotta fix it. I put it in place so that they could not keep you permanently enslaved, trapped, a star in the physical body. You came here for God training how to be a sentient ruler of a galactic region. Creation is still in the process according to the creator of all. There's other creations going on, and all of us is training to be righteous so that we can be our own sun in the center of our own universe. But we don't even know what the sun do. We just think it's just a big old shiny ball of fire. Don't believe the lies. Wake up, people. I'm coming for the leaders. And anybody that want to help, I ain't running from nobody to help. I need all the goddamn help I can get because I can't do it by myself. I know how to do it by myself. It just takes a long time and it's very difficult and it's very disastrous in the end. Because I'm not going to wait that long and see all these babies in Ethiopia with their bellies bulging out because they ain't ate in almost a year. Why the fuck is they even still living? That show you the force and power of God right there. You got a baby that ain't eating so long he bloated. The human body cannot sustain itself without water longer than 72 hours and without food longer than, I think, 7 days before the system starts to break all the way down. These babies is over there, them babies ain't like, they different. These bulging baby, they've been 8 months. Do the math. in every sense, I personally made sure I put this so y'all can pay attention. Man, know thyself. If you know what you are, you can win every time, all the time, without making nobody else a loser. That competitive nature is in us. That competitive nature is part of us rising to ourselves and who we are. It's there. And we can use it in controlled environments without it being destructive. Or we can wage fucking war and tear every goddamn thing up. Now, I'm of the mindset that I just want to go in the Vatican City, go in the catacombs with that goddamn minion at, and put that motherfucker in a meat shredder, but I'm not allowed to do that. He gonna run when I oust a whole papacy. They don't belong there, and they not the true bearers of the light in the Catholic Church. Why the fuck you think the Pope keep kissing the Black Madonna? He know what the fuck going on. Every one of his priests see the Black Madonna, they fucking knees automatically bow and their head drop and they start crying, but they don't want you to see it. They crying for a reason. Because they know mama coming home. And they got to answer for the dirt they did. Even the ones like the Pope got to answer. The reigning Pope have to answer for every papal oppressive bull that's been laid down since Constantine implemented the church. The rogue Church of Canterbury and the Archbishop, well, she say he's possible he can get absolution, but he has to do some things on behalf of the support in restoring the priestesses of the Catholic Church. I'm going to tell y'all what Catholic mean in part. Catholic is it's a multiple words smashed together into one. It's cataholic, cat-a-holic. That means drunk off the cat. What cat is they talking about? They are talking about Bast. Because during her reign, during Isis' reign as Bast, she built a big ass fucking monument to herself, and they cut her face off because they never wanted you to know God was a woman. They didn't want you to know that. Because they can't oppress you once you know that if you're a woman. Once a woman become conscious of the fact that God a woman, her mitochondrial is a direct contact to God. It's not indirect, it's direct. Men got to borrow it. So we got an indirect contact to God. Women got a direct. So any woman I get close to, if God got something to say to me, she can say it through that woman, and I can recognize God speaking through that woman right then and there. I can recognize it. I know it instantly. But God only spoke to me through a few women in my lifetime. Mother Margaret, my mama, St. Augustine Shirley Hayes, who is Scotta returned, the heir to the throne as the Christ. I'll get into that in another video. Mae Francis. A lot of people in Chicago didn't really like her ministry style, but that's because she was old school conjure from African conjure being concealed in the church, so it always looked like you concealing something because you are. You conceal in the African conjure and the Christian doctrine, so you always look like you concealing something, so you look like a charlatan, a fraud, because you hiding the fact that you use an African conjure using the doctrine that Constantine used to oppress you. You can't do that, man. You ain't that smart, Constantine. You dumb motherfucker. Our ancestors been doing this shit before any Constantines was ever thought of, and we dealt with motherfuckers like you before. That's how the fuck we got this bad off in the first place, because y'all caught us on the recovery. They caught us in recovery, y'all. The devil had 4,000 years of rule. He earned 2,000 by undermining Scotta. When he told you she was Cleopatra. Cleopatra means the father lover. That wasn't her. Ask them where her tomb at. Because they tell you in the book that they stole out of Egypt and changed the writings, and they told you she went up into heaven and that she's coming back. How do I know this? The name. J-E-S-U-S. King James gave us a clue by calling himself James. His name can't be no fucking James if it wasn't a J until he made it in order to name Jesus Jesus. Do the math and look it up. Find out what he was trying to tell you. Watch the eye. The J was an eye. He turned it into a fish hook. to become a fisher of men. He turned the eye into a fish hook, your letter J, because he considered himself a fisher of men. No, he wasn't right. I'm not saying King James was right. But it don't even matter. Mama can use mitochondria if it's in a man or a woman. Wherever the vessel is that she need to use to get a message out, she can use it if it's sentient, earthborn, human base. If it has mitochondria in it, Mama can use it at any given time in the history of this planet to put the redemption in place and to make way for the return of the Christ. She can do it. She can talk through any motherfucker, man, woman, or child. She prefer the children and the women because of what happened, which I can't get into right now because that's a whole nother lecture. She don't trust the men. That's why she had to birth one herself. That's a goddamn shame. So I had to wait 2,000 years, coming back through Garvey, telling y'all I'm coming back as Garvey. I'm going to come back again, but I can't do it right now. Y'all ain't ready. We have to put into place a redemption program for the reclamation of Africa, to bring Africa back to its glory. Now, we call it Africa, but I'm going to tell y'all again, it's not Africa. It's not Ifraq, which means divided in Arabic. It's not named after Leo or Scipio Africanus, because that's not the name of the continent. The actual name of the continent is Afar Inca. Afar Inca. Remember that. You are no longer, you're not in America. You are in Amur Inca. Okay? They are holding our leaders until we say something. So I'm preparing my congressional grievance to Congress. I would like some legal writers if they're available, but I don't need them. I did the research. I know the law. I done the research. I know the law. Now this is the part that's going to trick out. In the Bible would say that Moses presented himself before the Pharaoh's magicians. And they threw their serpent out, and Moses' serpent devoured the serpent of the Pharaoh's magicians. Okay, now let's examine that, and this is how we're going to close. The serpent is the symbol for wisdom. The serpent in the Bible is the symbol for wisdom. The serpent. So now you got two types of wisdom. You got what they call deceptive wisdom, or the dark wisdom, the little snake. Or you have that all-wise, right and exact wisdom that comes from the diligent pursuit of heaven, in which God say, okay, this one right here doing his job. He's, okay, we're going to give him this grade, this grade. Oh, he graduated. Good job, son. Here, let me turn this shit on. Go over there and kiss that girl on the mouth and watch this love shit hit your ass and knock you a back the fuck over flip. And wake your ass the fuck up and go over here and fix these goddamn people. Wait a minute, I was just trying to get to heaven, man. I wasn't trying to fix nobody. Fix them. Help them. You did the work. You go back and you walk them back through this shit. I don't want no parts of it, truthfully. I ain't got no choice. I done already got mine. I walked the fucking walk. I cried the fucking tears. I bruised my fucking knuckles. I crawled on my knees. I got on my fucking feet like a goddamn man. All of the fucking betrayal. All of the oppression. All the spits in the face and the backbiting and the deception. All that shit, I took it. And I forgave them all. And the minute I told them, forgive y'all, some shit fucking changed on a level I cannot tell y'all, and y'all going to experience it. Don't hold on to negativity. Don't hold negative energy. Support your leadership until you become Christ conscious enough to lead yourself into paradise. Support your leadership until you become Christ conscious enough yourself to lead yourself into paradise. If you don't support your leadership, the devil know he's still in charge. But we don't got to tear up shit. All we got to do is take our grievances to Congress. This is our land, and I'm just, right now, at this time, I'm what you call a crown prince. I ain't the king. I'm the crown prince of the Afar Inca Empire. But I'm only allowed to rule on one side of the water at a time. So there has to be another ruler on one side of the water while I rule on the other. That ruler, I'm going to pick him. I already know who I want because I done seen this motherfucker ride or die. I done seen this motherfucker tell me he feel like I do, that he coming back for everything they owe. Who he talking about? Babylon. Where all this shit went down. Babylon, beware. We coming for the Pharaoh's kids, buddy. We here. We coming for the fucking Pharaoh's kids. Babylon, we here. This is the return of the ancient ones. This is the ancestors' return, the ones you feared. The ones you warned everybody and tried to lie on. We back. I ain't by myself. It's a whole bunch of them. And no matter what you do to me, you can't stop it. It's too big. You can't stop it. If you take me out, you ain't authorized. You can't touch me. You ain't authorized. You go ask that motherfucker chained up down there in Antarctica. You ain't authorized. When you go down there and ask, you know what he gonna tell you? Y'all better listen to him. Do what he say. Do what he say. They gonna be fucked up. That motherfucker chained up down there is not the one that's the cause of this. He did something different at a different time. But he's all knowing. He can see the full spectrum. We ain't worried about him. He's already blocked in by all of the shades of light. The righteous light got him trapped in. He can't go nowhere. But they can go down there and get information from him to try to stay in control. But he done already told him, it's going to be this motherfucker. I don't know where he going to come from. He's going to pop up out of the blue. This nigga going to come out of nowhere. And he going to be just a regular old motherfucker. And he going to wear a do-rag. And they ain't going to never tell you that the do-rag is all it is the Pharaoh's headdress. Go look at the Pharaoh's headdress. They wear do-rags. The pharaohs wear do-rags, so y'all could stop complaining about me wearing a do-rag. The pharaohs wear do-rags. Understand that. And the righteous sons is going to wear what they supposed to wear at the time. So now, I'm going to leave y'all with this. Any questions, y'all can inbox me or y'all can leave them in the links. They'll pop up on my feed and I'll answer any questions I can. But anybody that got an ink pen that need to write them brothers letters of support, write Malachi Z. York in Colorado Max. Tell him specifically, Sananda has come to get him. He gonna know. Tell Larry what Malachi told him is in fact the case, and we here. Write him. Flood the penitentiary with so much goddamn mail. Don't go. Because if they don't let him out, I'm going to take about 500 sisters and we going to march down the fucking walls of Jericho. I'm going to show them how to do it. I'm the alchemist. I'm going to show them how to do it. Write them brothers letters. I don't care if you don't know who they is. Look them up. Malachi York. Write them. Send them $5. If we get 1,000 people to send them $5, they can eat until I get them out. Look up Larry Hoover. Look up Big Meech. Tell Big Meech to get to motherfucking Malachi if he want his way out. He ain't got to him yet. Jeff, writing. Chief Malik, writing. I got a group I'm in that's all about him. Them brothers tell you his mailing information regularly. Write them. You don't have to go there. I don't want y'all to go there. I want y'all to write them. I want to flood that motherfucker with so much mail that they have to move the inmates out to bring the fucking mail in. Flood them motherfuckers. Give them brothers love and support at every fucking level. H-Rap Brown, don't forget about him. Imam Abdul Jamal, writing. Go back and look at his trial and look at that farce. Go look at it. It's not a secret. They're not telling us this shit in secret. Write these brothers. It don't have to be no, you can send a postcard. But flood that motherfucker with mail. Let them know so that their hearts can feel the joy that the Christ is coming. The Christ is at hand and they about to get the fuck up out of there because you can't keep no righteous motherfuckers under that type of indignation forever. We here. So what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna write them? Or y'all gonna sit here and watch me talk? Because this is not what I like to do. But mama won't let me tear this bitch up, so I got to talk to y'all. Mama won't let me tear this motherfucker up. I got to talk to y'all. Because I go get them motherfuckers out the hard way. But she told me I can't do shit the hard way. My whole life she said, baby, you got to find a better way. Baby, you got to find a better way. I found the best way possible. No bloodshed way. So I hear Farrakhan doing a lecture one day. He say about Khalid wanting to use guns. He said, that's not what we here for. That's not the message. That's not what we raising right here. I'm going to tell y'all this. This and going this last word right here. Know this for a fact. There was no X-Men comics before there was a Nation of Islam, and there's a reason behind that. There was no X-Men comics before there was a Nation of Islam. And it's a reason behind that. We the mutants know what that reason is. All right? So the next lecture, hopefully tomorrow, between 5 and 6, I'll probably post, depending on when Spirit tells me to do it. And the next one I think will be about, so you say you a God, right? So you say you're a God? That one is going to be directly to Nation of Islam, 5%ers, and like-minded groups who call themselves gods. And we'll deal with that, and we're going to part ways. And I appreciate y'all for taking the time to listen to me. And just know, this oppression and misery shit is coming to an end. And the Christ is at hand. And every one of these motherfuckers will be changed, whether they want it or not, in one way or another. And anybody, if they don't want to capitulate, it's going to boil down to this. Me against them. I don't lose. That's why I won't take on the battle or responsibility unless I know all of the details. Because in the details is the path to victory. Now you know where I've been for the last 50 years, looking for a way out. Liberation is at hand. So, it's the reason why I don't get into specific greetings and, hey, Anna, how you doing? I don't get into specific greetings for like Muslim greeting, Christian. I don't get into none of that because I'm all of that shit. So I don't have to get into that. I don't have to prove who I am for y'all to figure it out. Y'all can figure it out by the information I'm giving you. We got Ina Alec as the first time on my live feed. So, sweetie, this one is coming to an end here. But what you should do is go back and check it from the beginning. This one was dealing about the liberation of the leaders. So, the liberation of the leaders is we're going to we're going to address Congress with our grievances. I can't really announce the date because I got some things that the Lord has told me to do in advance. And you can't do stuff out of order. It's a process. And this is why we all get trapped, because we don't want to follow the process. So I'm going to follow the process how it's told to me, and I'm only going to deviate when I'm told. And the process right now is for me to contact Farrakhan, directly sit down with him, and to give him the program that he need to do. He started this work when he dropped that 8-tone speech at the Million Man March. So I was told that I had to give him the 8-tone and I have to tell him how it's to be used. Power. Power. 8-tone. Power. Wait till y'all find that one out. It's not my place to reveal the 8-tone. Because I didn't announce that the atom would be the final link in the force of unity. So I can't reveal it out in the public domain like this. So fair kind of have to do that. And that'll probably be at the when I call the Million White Folks March. I'm going to call a million white folks, just like he did a Million Man March. I'm going to call a million white folks that's fed up with this hate and this motherfucking prejudice shit and this racist shit and this abuse the animal shit and this corporate greed shit. I'm going to call a million white motherfuckers. They don't bleed the niggas when we tell them. So I'm going to call a million white motherfuckers that's fed up the same level as the black motherfuckers. Remember that. I'm going to call a million white people that's the same amount of fed up as the black motherfuckers. Then they going to be like, oh, they won. They going to tap out. They ain't going to figure out how I'm be able to do that shit. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it. Mama said I'm going to do it. So when she get done revealing to me why I'm going to be able to do it, and then she tell me I can tell y'all why, I'm going to tell y'all. So, and I'll leave y'all with that. I love y'all all. Keep your heads up. Keep moving forward. And we'll be at you. Thanks for the visits.